if you want to get to 90 days on NoFap and SR, right? Here's what you gotta do. Alright, back in 2024, during the majority of the year, from like the late, like last few days of 2023, all the way up to like August of 2024, I was on SR. I did not fap once. I did not watch P once, bro. I just fucking retained. I just retained and started working on my goals and started taking care of my life. And I'm telling you, bro, those 8 months that I went in 2024, one of the longest streaks I've ever been on. I think I went around like 210 days on retention and NoFap, and I'm telling you, it was the best I've ever fucking felt. That was when I felt the most alive, the most progress was made in my fucking life, bro. I woke up every morning and I would be in a good mood for like no fucking reason. That's how you're gonna be on SR and NoFap. You're gonna be in a good mood for no fucking reason. You're gonna look outside, you're gonna open the shades, you're gonna look out, you're gonna see it's a sunny day, and you're gonna be fucking happy because it's just a nice day. These little things are gonna become so much more fucking satisfying when you go on a long streak. That's why it's so fucking important that you go 90 days, bro. A lot of guys, I've seen like SR YouTubers and NoFap YouTubers go like 14 days relapse, 14 days relapse, 14 days relapse. And that's because they're in a fucking relationship. Now that's cool. I mean, if you're with a girl, you can have sex, whatnot. But I'm telling you, bro, when I was 90 days plus, basically, I went like 240 days, I was the most fucking happiest I ever was, bro, in my entire life. Now I'm telling you, as soon as I relapsed in August, this was during the fucking summertime in 2024, I felt like fucking shit. Like, I didn't want to do things. My life was a bit dull. It was gray. I didn't enjoy the little things more. And as soon as I fucking relapsed, literally fucking 5 seconds after, I was in the bathroom or whatever, and I fucking let it rip. A fucking waterfall just appeared out of nowhere, and I was fucking pissed. And as soon as I fucking relapsed, 5 seconds after, I was like, shit. That was, like, I immediately knew that I needed to get back on a long streak after I relapsed. And you can probably relate to that. After you fucking relapse every single time, maybe once a week, I don't know. But whenever you fucking relapse, you probably like, shit, I regret this. You know, like, fuck, why did I fucking relapse? I have no energy. I'm going to be depressed. I'm going to be sad. I have less confidence. My dopamine receptors are going to be fucked for a little bit. And that's how it is. That's why it's so important that you get to 90 days. Now, it's not about the streak. NoFap is definitely not about the streak. But there is a healing process, and you gotta go for a certain amount of days to fucking heal your brain, because most of you guys are watching this, and you've probably been fapping your entire fucking life. You've probably been indoctrinated by these big P corporations to freaking watch their product. Watch P every single fucking day since you were 13 years old. And you've been doing this for fucking years and years and years. Every fucking year, almost once a week. Most likely. Most of you guys, you're probably worse than this. You were probably doing it every fucking day, weren't you? But now you want to get on 90 fucking days of retention because you're tired. You don't want to fucking keep on relapsing because your life is shit. You have no motivation. You want to actually heal your brain. You want to go 8 months like I did so you can look out the window and just be in a good fucking mood for no reason. So if you want to do that, the first step is to have a fucking monumental goal. Whatever that is, bro. You need a fucking goal if you want to get out this rut of this relapsing loop that you're in, man. Because if you don't have a big goal, if you don't have a focus on something, then you're going to be distracted, bro. Your brain is hardwired to take the easiest route possible, okay? If you're sitting at home and you're on your fucking bed and you're scrolling TikTok, your brain, it constantly chases dopamine, serotonin, and pleasure, bro. If you're not doing shit, if you don't have any fucking big goal, big vision in your mind where you want to be in the next year or 2 years, you're going to fucking do whatever. You're going to do fuck all. You're going to be scrolling TikTok. You're going to see some, hypersexualized video. You're going to be like, fuck, I'm sitting in my bed already. I'm bored. don't really want to do anything. It's a cloudy day outside. I'm like, fuck, you're gonna sit there and you're gonna have nothing else to do, nothing more pleasurable to do than to freaking fap. Alright? That's why it's so fucking important that you have a monumental goal, bro. And what I mean by that, I mean like get a fucking good ass physique, bro. Hit the fucking gym. If you're trying to get on NoFap, you have the blessing of fixing your dopamine receptors and actually fixing your brain so you want to go out and do hard shit all the time. Alright? That's the fucking benefit you have, alright? You need to fucking have a big goal. Maybe you want to make videos like I'm doing. Maybe you want to fucking hit the gym like I'm doing. And maybe you want to like build a good fucking physique. Whatever it is, learn a fucking instrument. Learn a language. Have some hobbies. Maybe you want to join a rec soccer team. Or maybe you start going outside, going to a fucking basketball court and learning how to shoot threes better than Stephen Curry. Whatever it is, it has to be fucking extreme. It has to be something that's so fucking difficult that you're gonna be there every single fucking day and you're not gonna get results until years into the future. That's how hard it has to fucking be. So, if you don't hit the gym is the number one fucking thing that you gotta start doing if you wanna get to 90 days retention. Alright, that's gonna make it so easy. Because you're not going to wake up and think about, oh, I'm on NoFap, I have nothing to do, let me just look up P-Hub and start jerking my shit. You're not going to be thinking that. You're going to be like, man, you're going to wake up, you're going to be like, shit, alarm's going off, boom, you wake up, you're like, let me brush my teeth real quick, because you have so much energy, you're going to spring out of fucking bed, straight to the bathroom, brush your teeth, take a fucking cold shower or whatever, because you're a disciplined guy, and you're going to be like, the first thing on your mind is gonna be your goal. Whatever it is. This is the fucking goal you need, alright? You need to fucking lock in now. Alright, countless of people online. I've literally studied fucking all these seed retention YouTubers, these NoFap YouTubers, they all were able to get on a long streak. Because they had a monumental goal. Alright? All these guys, they hit the fucking gym. They make videos, so that's a big task in itself, because the people who are talking about NoFap and gone on high streaks, they make videos, right? So that's that's a big goal in itself, making fucking videos, going on here like how I am. Fuck it, bro, you're gonna be my competition if you make videos, but I still tell you, go ahead and make videos. Even though it'll add more competition in my life, it'll still help you, because if you're waking up, you're making fucking videos, you're getting views, you're making money, then you're gonna fucking stop fapping. Or I genuinely want the best for you. I genuinely want you to stop fapping and stop being a dickhead and be one of the brave souls in society to stand up and fucking say no to all the freaking over-sexualized BBL titty fest they have going on out here. I want you to be that rare individual who doesn't watch P, who's actually focused, whose brain actually works, and he's a good stand-up citizen in society, bro. That's what I want for you. So, fuck it, make videos, hit the gym, do something. But I'm telling you, all these NoFap YouTubers, all of them, they all have something big, fucking monumental, something so fucking hard that they work on day in, day out. That they wake up first thing in the morning, they think about that thing. Oh, I gotta make a video, I gotta hit the gym. Oh, I got to work on this thing, I gotta repair my car, whatever it fucking is. They all have something they're focused on that's not NoFap, alright? So that's why it's so fucking important, if you want to get to 90 days, that you literally have a big ass goal, alright? Now, the beautiful thing about having a big ass goal on NoFap is that when you're not fapping and watching P, your brain starts to heal. And you start having more motivation, and since your brain works, you want to do hard things now. Since you want to do difficult things, and you have a difficult task to work on, you're going to be working on your task, and you're going to have more energy because you're not fapping. And since you're not fapping, then you have more time to work on your task. And since you're working on your task, you need more energy, but since you're not fapping and watching P and fucking up your brain, then you have more energy to work on this task. So it's like a cool, like, back and forth between NoFap and your big ass goal that's gonna propel you forward. You're gonna be a top competitor in your fucking industry, whatever it is, bro. If you're hitting the gym, you're gonna hit that shit every single day because you have so much motivation, so much energy, bro. That's the beautiful thing. NoFap, it takes discipline. Okay? If you want to reach any achievement in life, if you want a good ass body, if you want to be fucking ripped like a Batman ass physique, it's gonna take discipline. Alright? But since you have NoFap, since you're disciplined on NoFap, you have more time to work on this, more energy to work on this, and getting a good ass physique, and doing pull-ups, doing fucking push-ups, squats, etc., to actually build that physique. And since you have discipline here, it leaks out like a fucking flood, like the Titanic, bro. The Titanic sank because it hit an iceberg. Some water went into the compartments, not because the water was in one compartment. That's not the reason why the Titanic sank. The Titanic sank because the water in one compartment started to leak out into others, and it fucking sunk the whole ass ship. It broke in half like a fucking candy bar. Fucking snapped. Alright? So you have discipline in NoFap, it's gonna bleed out, it's gonna leak out into other areas of your life, especially where this monumental goal is that you need to work on every fucking day that you're so concerned about. Alright, and the beautiful thing is, once you start getting on higher streaks, I'm telling you, if you just relapse, you're not gonna understand what I'm saying. But once you start getting to like day 30, life starts becoming way better. You start waking up with a purpose. I don't know what it is, but I'm telling you, just trust me on this, bro, because it's so difficult to explain to somebody who just relapsed what it's like on day 30. I'm not on day 30 now. I'm on my way up, though. I'm not planning on relapsing anytime soon, bro. I'm actually so fucking serious because fapping and watching P has ruined my fucking life, alright? So I'm serious. I'm gonna go up, bro. You're gonna see me in these upcoming days. By the end of the year, I'm gonna be on a good-ass streak, believe me. Okay? But you're gonna be... What was I saying? What the fuck was I saying? Shit, I forgot. I went off on a tangent, bro, but it's fun. But look, I was just talking about how fapping and P ruined my life and how I'm gonna go on a long streak. I'm telling you, fapping and P ruins a lot of people's fucking lives, bro. These big ass names. There's a bodybuilder named Larry Wheels. His life, he was addicted to freaking P. He would pay for watching these sexualized content, bro. He would pay for that shit. Why the fuck would you pay for watching P, bro? It's free online. You can look up any build, any model on P-Hub, and people are fucking paying for it like losers. What the fuck? Successful people, bro. Fucking bodybuilder Larry Wheels would pay for watching P like a retard. And he came on YouTube, he talked about his problems. He was like, yeah, this is what I've been going through. I've been fapping, I've been jerking, bro. P's ruined my life, don't do it. But even he, I think I'm pretty sure, I'm like fucking 60% sure that he quit P as well, alright? But he had that fucking problem. This problem is plaguing the fucking minds of the youth, fucking 12 years old, and the fucking successful entrepreneur bodybuilders that are fucking 40 years old. This, bro, P and fapping has fucking made such a global impact, bro, that successful, disciplined people are being affected by it and they're addicted. Terry Crews, if you know him, he's a fucking actor. He's fucking jacked, built like the fucking Hulk. Except he's not green, he's black. But Terry Crews, even he had a P problem. He had to get a fucking divorce. A divorce because he had a P problem. This guy's a successful guy, man. He's a G. Alright, so P can ruin your fucking life if you're the lowest slave class, or if you're on the fucking top of the hierarchy like Terry Crews was, like Larry Wheels was. Even if you're fucking jacked, even if you're the fucking man and everyone thinks you're the fucking man, P can still harm you and ruin your fucking life like it did to Larry Wheels and Terry Crews, alright? So here's what you gotta do. If you want to get to 90 days, like I said, you gotta have a monumental goal. So now you already got that, you're good. You also gotta change the way you look at P and fapping, bro. P and fapping has ruined your fucking life already. I'm sure it has. I'm sure you would be a lot more richer. I'm sure you would be a lot more in shape. I'm sure you would be a lot more happier right now if you were on a long ass streak. If you never knew about pee, if you never fapped in your entire fucking life, your life would be better. That's a fact. That's not fucking, I'm not guessing. This is a fucking hard fact, bro. Scientifically proven. Your life will be better if you never knew about fapping or pee. Okay? So what you gotta understand is, pee and fapping fucked your life. It fucked your life. At least it's made your life a little bit worse. At least 1% worse. Even though, if you and me are being honest, it made your life pretty bad. Okay? But at least, guaranteed, 100%, fapping and pee has made your life 1% worse than it should be. Your life should be way better than it is right now, okay? So you gotta change the way you look at pee and fapping. You gotta fucking hate it. You gotta hate it, bro. Pee has made you look at women like sex objects, bro. It's fucked your brain up. It's fucked your dopamine receptors enough for the longest time. Now, here's the thing, though. I don't want to be negative. Even though it's ruined your fucking life, even though that you gotta change the way you look at it and hate pee completely, look at pee as something that's a fucking poison to your mind, bro. Look at pee and fapping as something that's so disgusting. When you think about someone who faps, look at them as someone who faps and milks themselves like a fucking cow in front of God. Imagine God looking at you fucking milking yourself in your bedroom. Doesn't that make you hate fapping? Doesn't that make you hate the idea of milking yourself in bed? So fucking hate the idea. So now you have a monumental goal. Now you fucking hate the idea of fapping. You hate everyone who fucking faps. I'm not saying slap them in the face. I'm not saying curse them out in public. But you should hate people who fap. Not for who they are, but the fact that pee and fapping has plagued their mind. That's what you should fucking hate about them, alright? Don't hate people. I'm not saying that shit. But now, you shifted your idea towards fapping. Now, you have a monumental goal. What you gotta do now is always be busy. Now, I just want to come back to this point. These corporations, you should hate the P-Hub Corporation as a whole because it fucking fucked up your mind to thinking like about crazy shit. Freaking step bro, step sis. That's how fucked your mind is. You should hate the P Corporation too, alright? So, now, you should always be busy. You know that you should hate P. You know that you have a monumental goal that you need to work on and that shit needs to get done in your life. Now, you need to always be busy, bro. Don't be at home. If you relapse 9 times out of 10, if you're on NoFap, you relapse at home. Be honest. You fucking relapse at home, don't you? Yes, you do. Alright, I already know the fucking answer. You don't even gotta say nothing. I know you relapse at home, bro. If you have a fucking urge and you have a car, there should be no excuse on planet Earth for you to relapse, bro. You have a fucking car. Just get in your car, drive to the fucking local park, sit in nature, fucking go to the store, do some shit, bro. Stay busy. You should fill your whole fucking day. When I went on 8 months on retention in 2024, I was so fucking busy, bro. I would wake up, boom, eat some food, drink some coffee real quick, go to school, go through grueling hours of school, do all my homework in between the breaks of classes and shit. And then boom, I'll come home, I drink some fucking more coffee because I need more energy. I go on my bike, I go fucking ride to the basketball court, play with my friends, play some basketball, put some shots up, boom, come home, on my bike, get ready for jiu-jitsu practice, put on my fucking sensei clothing because it's jiu-jitsu, put on my fucking white belt because I'm a white belt in jiu-jitsu. I was just starting. Then, I fucking get picked up, go to jiu-jitsu practice, I will watch YouTube videos while I'm waiting for class to start, like educating myself, not some BS Mr. Beast shit. I would educate myself, boom, I'd go do jiu-jitsu, come home, or get in the car, go pick up some food on the way home because I don't have time to fucking make food and shit, and I would eat the food, do some fucking homework, do some other shit, and then go to sleep and restart the whole cycle every single day. I was hardly ever at home, bro. Probably like, besides sleeping, I was at home like 5% of the day, alright? And it was so fucking easy for me to go on 8 months and live such a fulfilling time, or such a fulfilling life at that time, bro. I'm telling you, the more busy you are on NoFap, the happier you're gonna be, alright? I'm telling you, you're gonna be way happier being fucking busy, working hard, than you will ever be sitting at home fapping. Alright, so make sure you're fucking busy. Make sure you have a monumental goal. Make sure you hate the pee industry. Make sure that you're busy. You're always fucking working, alright? Yeah, shift your mindset. This is the very last thing. If you want to get to 90 days, shift your mindset. Think about someone who's trying to quit drinking. If he goes to the bar and his friend Jeremy offers freaking Danny a beer. And then Danny says, "Nah, I'm trying to quit drinking." And he's at the bar. You think he's going to be as successful to quit drinking as the guy who says, as the guy who's fucking, what, Josh? If freaking Jeremy offers Josh a drink and Josh says, "Nah, I don't drink." His whole identity is I don't drink. Alright, he's going to be far more successful in quitting drinking than Danny is. Because Danny's like, "Oh, I'm just trying to stop drinking." But Josh is like, "Nah, fuck that. I've already stopped. I've already stopped drinking." Alright, so you got to look at this when it comes to pee. When it comes to pee and fapping, you got to already look at yourself as if you're someone who doesn't even watch pee. Someone asks you, "Yo, you watch pee, man? You fap? Like, how many times did you fap today?" Be like, "No, I don't fucking do that shit because I'm not a fucking scumbag." That's how you gotta look at it. Just to recap very quickly. 1. Monumental goal. Work on it. It should be the first thing that you wake up, think about. Alright? 2. Fuck, what was 2? Shit. This doesn't look good. What was number 2? Oh, fuck. Bro, what just happened? Alright, so what? I said, let's see. Have a monumental goal. You should hate the pee industry. You should hate fapping in general. You should always be busy. You should look at yourself who doesn't even fap anyways. Alright? You're not, from now on, you're someone who doesn't fap and watch pee.